Should you quit Pinterest? Are you worried that no one is even on Pinterest anymore and that it's not the best use of your time to market your blog, your business, or brand on Pinterest anymore? Should you quit? Should you get off the platform? So, hey there, it's Natalie Bardo, your Pinterest coach here, and I'm going to break down 5 reasons why you should quit Pinterest today, but also share with you 5 reasons why you should stay. So if you love Pinterest marketing tips, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel because I've got weekly free content coming your way. So let's go over those top 5 reasons why you need to quit Pinterest today and stop spending your time, your effort, and maybe even your money if you're paying a Pinterest VA or manager and it's just not working out anymore. So reason number 1 is that you've been at it for over a year and you're just not seeing any progress. If you've been consistently marketing your content on Pinterest as a business and you're not getting clicks to your site, or you have not seen any growth at all. So basically, if you're stuck below 20 clicks per day to your site and you have been consistently putting in effort, but your content is just not taking off on the platform, I would say that that's your number 1 reason to call it quits, especially if you are getting significant traffic from another platform. Are you getting organic Google traffic without having to put much effort in? Are you getting a lot of clicks from some other platform? Maybe TikTok marketing is working for you. The second reason why you would quit Pinterest is that you've discovered that your audience is just not on the platform. The truth is that not everyone is on Pinterest. I wish that was true. So here are the demographics. And if they don't line up with your audience, then Pinterest might not be the right place for you. So let's go over the demographics of who's actually on Pinterest anymore. So there are over 400 million users on Pinterest. Of that, about 50% of them are outside of the United States of America. So that means there's around 200 million US-based Pinterest users. So that depends. Who is your audience? Who is your target audience? And what country do they live in? What cities? And of that 400 million users, around 70% of them are women. So when we dive deeper into who's actually on the platform, we can see that around 52% of those users are between the ages of 25 and 34. So it's a huge millennial population. And the next biggest group is in that 18 to 24 range, around 19%. So those are some of the main demographics of who's actually on the platform. And if that does not align with your target audience, and the easiest way to know is head over to your analytics. Look at your Google Analytics. Look at the analytics of even your Pinterest profile if you've been on there. And if there isn't much of an alignment, then that might be a reason for you to call it quits on Pinterest today. The third reason why you should quit Pinterest is that you are a service provider or you sell products that are location specific. So do you run a business, but you don't have an online store? Maybe you only provide services in a specific city or region. This is a problem with Pinterest, especially if you don't have an online component, you don't ship products everywhere, because Pinterest has a global audience. It's not location specific. So a platform like TikTok, for example, is going to show your videos dominantly to those in your area, unlike Pinterest, where your content can be discovered by anyone. Sure, people might be doing some location-based searching, but that's going to be much less than the keyword-based searching, where people are searching based on their pain points and their problems, not necessarily based on where they are. We see this behavior more on platforms like Instagram or TikTok. So that's another thing to keep in mind, especially if you are not interested in scaling your business using online sales as a way to reach a larger audience, but also to make more money. So if you're not willing to do that, then you should definitely quit Pinterest. So the fourth reason why you should quit Pinterest today is that your niche is just not popular on Pinterest. And really and truly, the only way to know this is that you have actually put in the time, the energy, and the effort, and your account just isn't growing. Because even if we look in Audience Insights, which lists all the top categories or niches on Pinterest, you can see the percentage of interest based on these top categories. So let's take finance, for example. It is the least popular category on Pinterest, only accounting for about 3% of all searches and interest Pinterest, yet there are so many profiles that are thriving in the finance area. So we can't say that just because there's a little bit of search, that doesn't mean that you can't be successful. I will, however, tacking on to reason number 3 why you should quit. A reason that it might not work out for you is that maybe you are a B2B business focused brand where a lot of businesses aren't using Pinterest as a point of search. Pinterest is more of a platform for individuals, people with personal problems, personal missions, personal interests. So it's very much about the individual. So if you are a B2B business, Pinterest might not work out for you. And that might be a reason why you should quit. And of course, our 5th reason why you should quit Pinterest is that you've been perma-banned. All right. So are you caught up in the spam blocker? Has your domain been blocked? Are you on Pinterest naughty list and unable to get out of the spam blocker? If you've been trying and messaging Pinterest that something is wrong with your account and it's been in a hardcore nosedive, and you've tried idea pins, you've posted consistently, you've tried seasonal content, you've tried everything possible to wake up and grow your account and it's still not working, that might be a sign that you need to quit Pinterest and give up, or very least quit this account and create a new one, especially since that notorious around March 12th of 2022, there was a massive glitch and a lot of accounts have been nosediving ever since and they haven't recovered. So if that's one of you, you might want to quit and start a new account. So if you're feeling down about Pinterest and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to quit. Why am I on this platform? But there's a part of you that just won't give up. I recognize that part of you because I have it as well. And that's why I'm still on the platform. Here are 5 reasons why you should stay on Pinterest. So let's end this video on a positive note. All right, so reason number 1 is that you're willing to follow best practices and you're willing to try new feature. I would say when it comes to Pinterest, your willingness to keep going, to try to design fresh pins, your willingness to evolve with the platform has got to be the number 1 reason why you should stay on Pinterest. Every single platform evolves, every single platform changes. And when you stay up with those changes, if not even ahead of them, ahead of the curve where everybody is finally, getting to it, but you were there first, those early adopters always see the most amount of benefits when it comes to any platform. So if you've got that willingness in you, you should definitely stay on Pinterest and not quit. So reason number 2 for staying on Pinterest is that you're already creating content regularly. So whether we're talking about blog posts, podcast episodes, videos, or even new products, like are you constantly creating content? I'm talking every week or every other week. If you're constantly creating this content, you've already got a whole bunch of links that you can share on Pinterest. And success on Pinterest, I have found, is really dependent on your ability to create fresh content and constantly be sharing those new links. So if you're already doing that, why not stay around on Pinterest and just share that content on Pinterest when you create it? It can just be part of your workflow. So that's a great reason to stay. So the 3rd reason why you should stay on Pinterest is if your content is inspiring, if it's educational, if it has that warm, fuzzy factor, okay? So Pinterest is a positive platform. So if you're already creating content that's positive, you definitely belong on Pinterest. And I would say that even if you have products, or if you're a coach, a course creator, whether they're digital products and they're inspirational, educational, or positive, you definitely belong on Pinterest and you're going to have a much easier time finding success. And you should definitely stay on the Pinterest platform, especially if your content is visual. If you're always designing graphics, if you enjoy that process, you're going to find much success on Pinterest. So the 4th reason why you should stay on Pinterest is that you're committed and you're willing to stick with it. So if you're committed and you have that consistency, whereas you can send out 1 fresh pin a day or say a handful of new fresh pins every single week, and you're committed to that process, you have that discipline, then you should definitely stick with the platform. I would say Pinterest has a huge learning curve where, yeah, it can feel like a lot at the beginning, but once you're rolling, you're not spending that much time staying on top of it. Okay. So for example, myself, I would say I spend maybe 2 hours a month on Pinterest because I've already built up my process. I have my workflow. It's not stressful at all for me. So if you can get to that point, you should definitely stick with Pinterest. And the fifth reason, and this is the most important reason to stay on Pinterest, is that you're not getting traffic from anywhere else. So if you don't have any traffic coming from Google, you don't have any traffic coming from any social media platform, my question for you is, what else and where else are you going to get that traffic from? Pinterest is the best option, especially if you do have a new domain and you have not been getting traffic. Who else is going to send you boundless free clicks to your site? So if that is the big factor for you, you're willing, you can be consistent, your content is inspirational, and you are not getting traffic from anywhere else, you should definitely not quit Pinterest and stick with it. But I get it. You might be frustrated because you're watching this video because you aren't getting results, but it could be because you're making some big mistakes on Pinterest. So I encourage you to click down below and sign up for my free masterclass where I share the top 3 mistakes you're making on Pinterest without even realizing it and exactly how to fix them today. And there you have it. That's 5 reasons to quit Pinterest, but also 5 reasons to stay. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I love being your Pinterest coach. And stick around. You're going to find this video helpful. So bye for now. I'll see you in the next one.